Hi, I'm Dr. David Magnano. I'm a licensed chiropractor in the state of Florida, and I practice in Clearwater, Florida. And I've been taking care of auto accident injuries, patients, and slip and fall injuries and work-related injuries for over 27 years. And I see one very common thing that does create a problem. Somebody gets banged up in an injury, they get sore for a couple of days, they actually don't get checked out to find out if there's any underlying damage. And in many cases, we've seen patients weeks or months afterwards, and they have these symptoms that start to grow and really start to affect the activities of their life. And then it also can cause some other problems. So we do some specialized testing in our office. It's a nerve test. We work with the spine and the nervous system. If there's any damage to the spine, it generally affects the nervous system, and our testing procedure can uncover whether there's any damage in that area. So if somebody has an injury, they have a fall, or they have a lifting type injury, or they've been in an auto accident, in many cases, one of the spinal bones will get jarred out of place. And that, of course, will create some stiffness and some soreness, but the stiffness and soreness will tend to go away. If the bone has been shifted or jarred out of position, it can actually put pressure on the nervous system. That's important because the nerves carry the information from the brain and the spinal cord to all the organs, glands, blood vessels, tissues of the body. Of course, the nerves also control the joints, make sure the joints have proper lubrication. So the problem becomes is if you have damage to the nerves and you have an area that's been injured, because the nerves carry the control and the healing force to that area, whether it be repair enzymes, whether it needs new nutrients or some area like that. The nervous system is the area that actually tells the part of the body what that area needs to heal. So what we see in many cases is if somebody has their neck and it's jarred out of place, and that starts to put pressure on the nerves, as you can see here, that travel to the shoulder, arms, and hands, and there's also some problem within the shoulder. If there's pressure on the nerve, in many cases the shoulder will not heal fully, which then leads to a problem that tends to reoccur. It can become a chronic problem, and all of this could be avoided by a simple test. We do a specialized nerve test in our office. It basically takes about half hour for the visit. We actually don't even charge you for it, because it's so important to me to find out if there's been damage to the spine or the nervous system after an accident or an injury. We feel it's that important, and I like to do it. We do it as a no-charge service. It takes about a half hour from start to finish. Basically, we run a scanner up the spine, and it can tell us how these spinal nerve roots that come out between the spinal bones, how well they're working. And if we know a nerve is shut down, maybe traveling to the neck, shoulder, arm, and hands, we know that that area is not going to heal fully, and that's going to lead to some problem down the road. Now, you may also see that there's an organ that's lighting up here, and the nerves also control that organ as well. Now, what's lighting up there is the heart, which is a muscle, and it's actually told to be in a certain rhythm by an area in the brain that travels down through the spinal cord and to the nerve. So, is it possible then, if somebody has some damage to the nerves in the neck, that they could have shoulder, arm, and hand problems? Absolutely. Is it also possible that their heart is not getting the proper information that it needs to work and heal and recover as it should? So that's also possible as well. So what I suggest after anybody has some sort of trauma or injury or auto accident is they call our office, they come in, they have a nerve scan. Like I said, it takes about 30 minutes. It does not cost anything. It's a free consultation. We do it as an educational service. We want to make sure that the nerves are traveling to the proper areas and parts of the body as they should. And of course, if we see something wrong, we can explain how we can handle that. If we see that everything is working as it should, your body will just continue to heal and all should be well. Once again, my name is Dr. David Magnano, and I practice in Clearwater, Florida.